B site and you're low on util, the best way to take it back is to dive right in, which becomes so dangerous, and you're forced into that position all the time. So anybody starts running away with split, it's tough to come back.
Clear out a ton of space, really. Shadows Trailblazer did, like, cleared out mid, cleared out ropes, got all the way down there. Now, Steel did reposition, so they should not know he's there, and he's got the shorty. By golly, he's got
the they saw him.
They spot him. Yep. Get out, abort. This is not safe.
So far as he stayed, 0 point to check. Oh, still there. Yep, that's exactly what I saw. He also heard 2 footsteps on the exit. So they're going to play this one slow. Did he give himself a classic, too? What a cheeky boy.
Quiet opening round here from Gambit. Asuna's going in aggressive. Great Astral Star. Asuna
nice.
Clear up Chronicle, and now they understand they weren't able to get into B, so they're going to come right back into Steel. The shorty good for one.
Nice.
With a flash in his face, but that's all it was good for. They cleared him out. Now you've got presence to understand, right? Like, they could be heading back towards A through ropes, or they could be pulling back. A tricky spot to be in, and that's why you see 100 Thieves. They're just playing back. Right, like they're going to play back towards spawn, give up a little bit of retail, and that's fine because you're still going to be in a position to retake if possible.
dephh feeling a little pressure. I like the cam. They're going to have to turn around and look at it, but it's just knowing who's coming to the site. Another gravity well.
I wonder why Steel is the only one that has taken advantage of Hail and Pop.
Protected by 2.
dephh is able to get the spike down, but Ethan swings around with 2. They get the last kill that they need. They are going to be able to get the defuse.
I don't feel like I have good enough info for that. I feel like that's a Shroud question.
And again, 100 Thieves get to rely on the last 2 maps of how Gambit plays attack. They have come in on the attack side every time. What pistol rounds have looked like, whether they're aggressive, whether they're flanking. 100 Thieves get a little bit better read on it. And Asuna with the snap. Good thing he was in the range before they played.
Yeah, good thing. And again, we talked about the shorty, right? And how like impactful it could have been. He did get his. He got one on the way out, but you highlighted Nitro's utilization of his gravity wells. So good. 2 key moments, right? The first one didn't lead to kills, but it led to a denial of space. The second one did, and that provided so much bang for buck.
Let's see how they play this. Stars set up Caterpillar on the way into A to make things quite difficult for the side of Gambit if they do decide to engage. You can see Nitro hanging out by screens as good space is being taken in mid, and that's about all they need until Asuna fires back.
It was another gravity well that Asuna swung off of and was able to get a kill.
I'm so glad he's also playing super like passive, but like.
But we highlight a Nitro and his excellent utilization of his
with a mix of like
2 rounds in a row now where it's been impactful.
100 Thieves gaining info on the right side. We saw Ethan able to use a little bit of that Astra smoke for assistance, and now realizes they've got some trickery going on around them, and they back up to regain
I'm such
composure.
an idiot. Passive, but also aggressive. That's not the word, kyedae. You fucking stupid.
I was going to say they should be able to get some presence towards A for free, and then they do, so they are able to get onto site. They don't have Heaven control, though.
Ethan's game sense is crazy.
Chronicle gets a spike down. Given the distance of that, the weapons that you've got working on for 100 Thieves, you want to get in their face, right? You've got Spectres, you want to take that fight, put it in their laps, and remove the benefit that the Sheriff has as far as distance goes over the Spectre. Flash out, shade us out too. Chronicles left alone, he gets cleaned up. Hiko's good for 2, Nitro gets a defuse, 100 Thieves get to 2.
Not too much damage done for the Thieves. Asuna's going to be focused 2 away from his ult point now, which will be a big focus.
And then Gambit wins the next round, and then they both buy guns for the 4th round, and then we'll see from there who is actually better.
See what Gambit can bring out this round to see if they can start their aggression from the attack side here. This is the first time they've really been snuffed out at the start of a map. We'll see if 100 Thieves can keep this going.
Yeah, Riv, I think you make a really good point there. The last 2 maps have been Gambit early on. Gambit look good. Gambit get a lead. Yeah. They've got money. They've got like a huge gap as far as rounds go, but this is really the first time that we see something cooking for 100 Thieves.
And look at the play here. 3,900. You see 15 spent there for Ethan, but they're just going Sheriff armor. They're looking at the forward round, saying it's all right if we lose this bonus. We're not going to buy too hard,
birthday, turning 15. Am I too late to start streaming?
Later.
Not at all. No one's too late. Oh, congrats, by the way, and happy
cleared out.
early
Steel gets
birthday.
pushed back. dephh's going hunting. The dash in controls Heaven.
Waiting for a flash, so you see him just turn in real quick. They're expecting everything. So many things they process, these duelists, as they dive in and have to dodge around each bit of environmental utility. And now, Asuna on the flank.
He's in a great spot. They're going to try to work in towards B. Asuna's on the flank. There he is.
Nice.
1, 2. No, not able to get a third. The Vandal from Shados is able to take care of him, but they try to get on despite. He goes flanking around. Nats was in his face. Nats good for a second. He still has to get the spike down, though. Nitro in that 1v2. He's flanking around. And remember, this is a Spectre, right? He's only got a Spectre going into a Vandal and a Phantom.
Oh, Nitro's on Astra. I didn't even notice. Oh my god.
On Astra up until this point. Now, mind you, it's only been 3 rounds, but he's been pretty damn good up until this point. But can he do it again? Can he break the economy of Gambit? No, he cannot. 100 Thieves drop the round. Gambit, they're in a better pod.
Asuna with that defuse gets his ult this
That's pretty
round,
good. They did their damage.
No, we'll take the win.
He did the damage.
That
was an expensive round.
Very good about that. They did not fall.
I still think that's a pretty big win on our behalf.
We heard Gambit down on the stage cheering it out right there. Nats with a few pivotal kills here before he was able to get the spike down. And Gambit's definitely got the momentum to keep this going if you were questioning.
This Noodle Boy is fucking talking smack like they didn't just win against Spectres, bro.
You won that round. You were supposed to win that round. They've tried working the middle of the map a lot, right? They've used it Sky Util, but 100 Thieves are doing the same. This is now the second time that they lean heavy in aggression and denial of space towards A right off the bat to farm those ult orbs to get Ethan one step closer to that Seekers.
3 ultimates as well.
I literally
on deck for
knock
Gambit
a scrawny
here.
little ass. Okay, Sean.
Mid's always a place you can get a little bit of aggression towards. You see Steve
I'm a noodle girl. Don't worry. I'm not built at all. I'm like skinny.
Mid and the answer is yes. Is it a double drop?
Hitting
Nancy.
Flash onto the burn. Shados is able to get 2 though onto Asuna.
You're kidding me.
Huge.
Okay. They got dephh though, so that's fine.
Of mid there, right? Like numbers in favor of Gambit. They're going to get the Seekers
at
2 out of Shados, and that's going to give them so much room to work with. I mean, the thing, like Gambit, they almost have too many options right now, right? Like Spike's going to have to rotate all the way back towards B. You've got presence that way from Shados and from Redgar. But that's it for now.
Was that a pullback? I think Nitro actually just fired those stars, and actually, sorry, that was Redgar to make sure the site was going to be clear, and then he got one back. You can see it as a smoke there.
Kadeona when she wipes Gambit.
Slowly, great positioning, great aim as he takes down Ethan. And that is going to be the uplink to make sure they know exactly where the rest of 100 Thieves are.
Remaining members of 100 Thieves now, I mean, they've got some trouble in front of them. They haven't gotten onto the site, though. The spike isn't down yet, but they should be able to do so. Hiko's messed up.
I actually don't understand how the dude plays like this, guys.
Nitro's been spotted as well, so at this point, yeah, you just kind of back up,
you see this?
save. It doesn't feel good. You're not going to be able to work your way in, carry those weapons into the next round. So Gambit are going to be able to tie us up at 2 apiece. I think one thing that we have to keep an eye on, Rev, is one of the players
my
that
whole
we
body
highlighted
hurts
so much on this
looking
Gambit
at the way
roster
he
leading up to
sits.
this tournament
Holy
was
shit.
Nats. And by and large, he's been quiet, right? Like it hasn't been pop off. He hasn't had his crazy moments, but the start to split so far has been all Nats. And if he gets going, 100 Thieves may be in trouble.
I think one of my favorite things that came out of Stage 3 for Nats was something Tom Biz says, and that he, for Stage 3, and you can still see this in him, is that he's the king of positioning. And what does that mean? And he kind of described it as putting yourself in a spot where your opponent's going to have to do something.
Carlos is so funny. Imagine him watching finals at VALORANT.
You see that play style in Nats and how strong.
Yeah, no, it's actually lucky that he was at home because he normally watches at the compound.
That's what makes Gambit
Did you bring up the G2CS roster? I didn't, Sean. I was thinking about it, but I was like, I don't know this guy well enough. Maybe next time I will.
It's a lot what brought him through the first map and the first half of Icebox. Here all tied up at round 5. Let's see how we get into this one. It's going to be a bit of an eco for 100 Thieves.
A bit of an eco, but do they change their approach, right? Like, it's a slight difference. A heavy presence A the last couple of rounds. This time they're working mid. Asuna gets a Blade Storm online, but Ethan's already been popped. No advantage that way.
Just say Ethan's already been
popped. The middle of the map. And again, as you mentioned in the previous round, Riv, Gambit have been working mid, right? Like, they've been able to get some space. They've been able to work their way up, and the kills have been traded, yes.
Ooh, Hiko.
That has not been safe, though.
Great trade. This is what they look for. Chronicle going to Viper bite down, and it looks like they control A a bit as the team starts to rotate all the way back over. Spike's going to get picked up here by Redgar, I believe.
Yeah, he seems like a really good
Nitro has a weapon upgrade. Sure. Oh, but deph's swipes to it. Deph's in trouble. Chronicle able to clean up Steel. Asuna cleans up dephh. Chronicle good for 3. Asuna goes on top. Asuna's not going to get anything with that Blade Storm as Redgar pulls him out of the sky to give Gambit the lead.
Chronicle waking up a little bit. He's definitely one of the ones you can see with the frags coming through. They consider him a bit of the soul of the team.
That we will win?
He loves to be playing a variety of champions here. We see Chronicle on the Viper, and he is absolutely holding it down. That first trade and then the movement to put himself out on a catwalk, it absolutely throws 100 Thieves for a loop as he just continues to play different angles. Woo!
Holy shit, this kid acts...
Going around 6 here. It is going to be the operator picked up by Asuna. Full rifles for the side of Gambit.
And again, middle of the map control, right? Like they felt that was a weakness.
I'm gonna start talking shit about someone I haven't even met before. Pineapple. There we go. There we go, Pineapple. You guys are so smart.
Great setup, great adaptation.
Oh, God. Oh, holy fuck.
Steel getting pushed out here by a bit of a smoke.
Nice,
Peter.
Peter.
Star right now. Asuna fires one. dephh goes down. That's a big and pivotal
About to have the
frag to
Gambit
start
fans
off
on your ass. No, that's so scary because they're all the Russian people too. They'll actually like...
Looks like they're all just playing on sound right now. You can hear quite a bit of a rotation. Ethan and Steel back and forth before they decide nothing else has been calmed yet, and they'll go back to a reset.
So Steel is in a spot to make a play here. Oh, yep, the swing out.
Nice, Steel.
Dicey, but he landed the shots. Yeah.
Sun was in his eyes.
Able to clean up Shados there. The spike is rotating, taking the Cena crowd all the way back towards A, where they have gotten some room, but Asuna is repositioned. He was across the middle of the map early on. Now he's working his way back. You have to keep an eye on that.
The two regions are scared of Berlin.
Well, they've got to pull off. Asuna tries to get away. Excellent gravity well. Asuna missing the first shot, but he lands the shots with the classic. Gets cleaned up on the way out. A parting gift, if you will, as Nitro drops as well. Ethan. It's just Redgar in a 1v3.
Nice.
The shots were tied up at 3.
It does not seem the same for both teams. There's definitely wear and tear that happens after 3
Yeah, Pineapple is a safe word that
getting a little bit sloppier on
me
the
and Carlos
on the
made
angle checks. And
from when we were watching D2 versus Sentinels and when we were taking a little bit too far.
Both teams gaining advantage off of bits here and there. A great play with the 0 point into Asuna's first off shot there. Steel bringing the recoil back down after the calibration shots come out. And they are able to capitalize on that round once again. Like you said, tied up at 3-3. Very much still in either
I'm just like imagining in my head how proud like Peter's parents are. He's so young and like
it's all a ruse, right? Like they're gonna make presence towards A. They draw out the seekers, but look at where the spike's headed, and it's smart. I mean, Hiko.
He's 18.
Kind of wise to what's going on, right? They're going to invest that. He's still leaning that way. They're starting to pull off. The knife doesn't tag anyone, so they know there's no presence towards A. Deep Viper's Pit coming out from Chronicle. Look at that. That's covering half spawn.
Oh, I love these mind games right now. Abilities across the map. 100 Thieves finally figuring out what is the true execution, and they'll try the retake on B.
And they have no presence in garage, right? So Gambit are going to be able to huddle back. They still have control of a defender spawn. They have control of garage as well. They just have so much presence, and that forces 100 Thieves into a position where they're going to have to fight their way through what's going on. Chronicle!
Nice!
Oh my gosh, the swing from Ethan! But dephh's judge, of all things, gets the kill on his Steel. Nat's playing around. No, he's going to get cleaned up. Redgar in a 1v3. Ethan on the defuse.
No, stick it.
What?
How?
He's going to have to push it. Nitro has to stick it. Nitro wins the round.
Wait, do we get it? Do we get it?
Gosh.
Oh my god.
How close these rounds are just coming down to the 1v1s,
I can't.
but they're instant. Like
this
I
is
said
so
before,
close to the game.
We're not
This is
seeing
insane.
as many of the trades, as many as the capitalizations off of 2 frags and 3 frags. It is up
Are you
to
not entertained? Yes,
everyone
I
in
am.
this game.
Thug
You can't give an
Nasty.
inch.
I like the name,
And
by
it is
the way.
awesome to see all 5 performing for both
This
teams
is giving me so
here.
much anxiety.
Another round coming up. Redgar, absolute stellar play in this round. Hides himself, but cannot get the final shot on a healthy Nitro.
Crispy. Bro, crispy.
Yeah, from both sides.
And really from Gambit, like they just, I could talk about that round for a really long time, but we have entered the 8th round. It's still good weapons the majority of the way. Chronicle, the one exception is he's got nothing but a bulldog, dephh on light armor, but you see the op in the hands of Asuna holding down garage, and there is going to be a bit of a peek. Ooh!
Hiko threw his ult down mid. They 0-pointed immediately to make sure nobody could even walk into Hiko's ult. He owns that area now. Full agency as well as an Astra Star if he does have any trouble.
Well, and so the interesting
This is
thing
map
is,
3.
like, early on
If you
in
look at the
rounds,
top
Gambit
here,
have
you
worked
can
mid,
see
but
like
that hasn't been a
the
rotation point for them,
the
right? Like,
dots.
think about how they've had to flip the map. They've
if you see
gone
that they're
through
filled
spawn.
in,
They
each of them have
really
them
worked,
out.
right?
And
a ton.
this
So this
Gambit
is
meaning
valuable
that they have the
early
bomb.
on, but I just question how much room you're going to get in the mid-round calls, in the late-round calls. And look, Now, they know that the Viper's Pit is obviously there, but honestly, it's no different from
Stop,
how
Sean.
they've rotated from B to A and vice versa.
Fake from B. You can see Redgar throwing smokes down, pushing back Asuna to find a different position.
My
He's
dad
gonna get
was
Asuna
into
pushed all the way
Eastwood, he was
back. He
back
decided to go on A now because
wearing
100
100
Thieves has
jersey
not
with
been to a
Ethan on it.
rotation.
That's cute.
Redgar's able to land the shots on Asuna. Ethan's gonna get cleaned up as well.
Damn.
Nitro gonna have to anchor down the site. Nitro good for
No,
2,
he's
buys time, but Chronicle trades him out. Hiko up top in heaven. Steel's gonna be playing around as well. Hiko cleans that up. Steel's gonna be flanking around. So the spike is down. This is a brutal spot for Redgar. He's got the op that he picked up off of
got
Asuna.
that
He's gonna trade it
still?
out. My gosh, he's going for the win.
No time.
He's gonna drop down.
I don't like not
Wait to see where he
seeing.
can find.
though.
Steel's playing off site. The flash is there, but he flashed Hiko as well. Drops things down
No,
to 1v1
no time.
with 4 seconds, but is he gonna have enough time? That's
No.
gonna be just around the corner.
No
He does get the spike
way.
down.
1v1.
He's got util. Surely he's got the Cosmic Divide too, but surely he doesn't use it in this instance. You're right, no armor. Steel. Waiting for time! Steel wins the shots for 100
Wait,
Thieves.
how?
Knife's edge, Riv. Knife's
Wait.
edge.
Every one
Wasn't-
of these
wait a
rounds
second.
could honestly
No, wasn't
go
Nitro just,
either
didn't he have something
way.
out?
They set the dance floor up, and 100 Thieves will tap dance another win
Wait.
into their favor on this one. Steel backing
I
up,
thought it looked like he
backing
was-
up to
oh, he
have the
switched.
wide
Okay, he
range
got-
angle.
okay,
He didn't want to
cool.
push forward. He didn't want to get flanked from elbow. Knew
Oh my
they
God,
were
that
in
would just
sight
look
near
insane to me.
screens and just waited for the peak on both sides.
Tenz, don't worry
It
about
was
me, I'm
really
stupid.
anybody's shot. 5-3 now as we move
Yeah,
into
steal.
round 9. I think Gambit was completely ready to see no one in A. With the way that Redgar had moved in and dropped Asuna, 100 Thieves felt completely fine, thinking that there's
Sorry, in my mind, it's just like so much is happening.
Right into a wall of Thieves.
Yeah, it looked like he had something out though, right? Vincent?
Rifles
It looked like it.
across
Like
the
I don't know. It
board.
looked like he was pumping his head.
Both teams early flash. It's been interesting to see how both teams, oftentimes you'll see teams fight for garage control, right? Like they invest a lot of utility to fight for that space, but it's actually been the opposite, at least on this map, where both teams have fought for a lobby control very heavily.
Yeah. Okay.
Believe Nitro just pulled back some stars. You saw one disappear from mid. And it looks like they are getting the Astras reset on both sides here, as you can see them disappear from the mini-map. So the ground Gambit has wanted to gain here, pretty efficient, and see if they can grab any advantage off of this one. Slow play, usually finding Steel down here, and they'll waste, not waste, but use, I should say, a flash on it.
I mean, they've made noise, right? Like deph's thunderfooting down there. Everyone knows where he is, so there's no question about it.
Someone
you
have a silver
Ethan
gun
has
buddy? No,
pulled over to help,
Amanda, it's so
right?
funny.
Because for a while, they didn't have a
So
ton
on
of
these
visibility
Riot
that was happening on a
clients,
Rams. They knew they
you
didn't
can have
mid
any
controls.
gun
Well,
buddy
now
that
they're
you
gonna bust
want,
out the
and
Seekers to
I saw
apply
somebody
pressure
with a
towards A.
bronze.
The spike is that way as well. That's
gun
certainly
buddy.
where they want to make this hit. Asuna's got to
It was
go
so
big here
funny.
because they're about to have their hands full.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, kind of divided.
Yeah, there's a
both
bronze,
sides.
there was
little trickery
iron.
here. They haven't shown
No,
too
they're
much,
just cool.
and this could be big. Asuna takes down one.
Nice,
Oh, and expecting
Peter!
the double rope play.
Well played.
I mean, the round is.
You're insane.
Oh, I don't want to say it's entirely lost, but this late in the round, you're at a heavy numbers disadvantage. You haven't really gotten onto the site. The spike is all the way back on top ramps. I don't know that there's really any room for
Okay.
Gambit to make anything
Get
happen.
fucked.
Yeah, you see they're not pulling any trigger. They're just going to wait things out, carry the rifles into the next round. Asuna's 2 kills there won them that round.
Yeah. The choke point was not expected, especially to take down 2. We talked
You're right.
about the trades. And that Cosmic Divide
Gambit's
from
getting
Gambit,
tired,
I
but isn't it
love
like
that. They
half
just
of the
weren't able to
100
play
Thieves
around it. They
teams
cut
like
off so
bedtime by
many important first peak positions, all the way to B heaven upstairs side, all the way to B entrance from the defending side.
Anyways.
Really great thought and a way to use the Cosmic Divide, but just not able to act on it to get themselves that round.
Gambit calling a timeout here. Down 3 rounds in this map. 3, folks. If you are just joining us, I am so sorry.
Yeah, it's like 1
because
a.m.
you
for
have
them
missed
now.
A banger. Map 1,
Zoomer and
all
Zoomer.
Gambit. I mean, top to bottom, right? From beginning to end. Map 2 looked like it was going to be the same. Gambit got to 11. Is it 11?
Yeah.
11, if I'm not mistaken. And then 100 Thieves just woke up.
Yeah.
Right?
Got 11 rounds of their own straight.
Absolutely popped off, forcing us to map 3. And map 3 so far has been close, right? Like, it's been tightly contested. But you feel 100 Thieves the last couple of rounds. They've been able to read the map well. They haven't bit on some of the fakes that Gambit have thrown, as you mentioned. and they have the lead, an important lead at that, playoff bracket spot on the line.
Incredible. It really is. And a lot of what happens in games, that last map, I could say, could be quite deflating here. We're seeing Gambit now take one of their first, not extended leads, but first leads where they're going to be able to capitalize on some of the eco rounds Gambit will be forced into. Gambit wasn't able to put as much power in that mid area, and Steel has been much more aware of a timing when to use 0 point and say he's here, they're not, and how to react around that.
Yeah, I think we talked about what have we learned from 100 Thieves. They get punched in the mouth. How do they respond? They respond fine. Yeah. What have we learned from, like, I think this is important too because we have a lot to learn from Gambit.
Yeah.
How do they respond when they get punched in the mouth, when they're hit with adversity, when they lose a huge lead, right? Like, I think we talked about going into the series, we're going to learn a lot from both teams. I think there's still a lot to be learned from Gambit, but 100 Thieves so far, maybe not map 1 or first half of map 2, but they are living up to the hype now, and they're picking up right where they left off. The break doesn't seem to have caused much of a difference at all as Asuna is able to get second, make that 3, and dashes away.
And look at the amount of assists that Steel is getting.
Oh boy!
Bad timing to look. Hiko gets taken out by the one-way. He set up himself. Shots from Chronicle. Almost match every member he needs.
All right, Nats. I hear you're pretty freaking good at this game. You find yourself in a 1v3. Spike, nowhere near you, but she should be able to pick that up.
Yep.
And he's got all day. He could pitch a tent, think twice about it, 3 times about it, read a book, and then decide where he wants to exec on the site.
One thing working in his favor is he does not have to see anybody until he's quite deep, which gives him 1v1 angles to work off of. Oh,
wow.
My God.
Now 0 point comes out.
He is 1 point away from having the neural theft.
I'm going to
so get that.
I'm going to a nice dinner with my mom today.
Right, never mind.
Let's go.
Insta-turn.
We tried.
Wait,
let's check
I hope
that
it's not the
side.
9-3 curse again.
We tried building a world in What If.
And
there's just nothing doing there. And I think, as we were talking about in the break for 100 Thieves, it seems to continue
you get 3K?
to pile on. Asuna popping off with 3 there, control across the middle of the map. It's been excellent.
And looking back, as I was mentioning before, we saw the frags keep coming.
Please quit.
Steel,
okay,
and what KO brings to that table. We talked about it the first time we saw them play against the Von Liberty,
shit.
but this KO brings Steel's assist average through the roof.
Yeah.
The knowledge he provides. He just got 2 or 3 assists there for Asuna. I think Asuna cleaned up the last one. But that's also Nitro for Ethan. Nitro and Steel have been putting up so many assists to get those kills.
Asuna, my gosh, the balls on that guy to go in that deep with the Blade Storm. Nitro, the anchor, picks it up as well as he gets 2. Shados is left alone in a 1v3. It was a hot and heavy call coming out from 100 Thieves. They felt the pressure coming in from Gambit, and they punch right back.
What a quick round. Really setting the fuse on that one, showing Gambit a little bit differently how to play defense with attack for 1 round. It kind of spicing it up, changing the variety, and making sure Gambit really isn't feeling comfortable with the space they can take.
My hair's gonna fall out.
Oh my word. Dude, Cutco delivery.
Well, and that's just like, that's such a brutal spot, right? Because you've got Asuna who's mad ladding his way into the back line, right? Like 0 regard for life, and then you go, well, we gotta get away from that guy. Where are we gonna go? Oh, into Nitro's lap?
For sure.
Okay.
And there are rounds, Doug, we've seen Spectres coming out for Gambit as they kind of partial buy, find their way in. Here, back to rifles. What can they put up? Asuna takes a shot as both are missed. Actually, armor there off of dephh.
Yeah, Asuna got tagged up a little bit as well, right? Down to 27 armor, 89 health. Nothing aggressive here. I mean, a good bit of trading of util, but Asuna gets another one. Shados trades him out, but the damage has been done mid. That's not a safe space. Steel's able to recontrol that area of the map. The spike is still back in spawn, so you know they're not fully confident on where Gambit want to go. And now Seekers come out.
Well, this is one of those rounds where Gambit shots are on fire. They've already dinked 2. Like a little rope game from Nats and Steel as they head down in. And he's going to rip off the null command and see what he can find as he moves around.
Freaking Mission Impossible impersonation we've got going on here. Again, you mentioned the ult, denying any sort of anything. And for Gambit, as is customary for them, just wait. Right, like wait things out. Steal!
Almost.
Redguard cleans that up. There is an op down there. It's not being picked up.
Oh, God.
3v3, looks like they're trying to block off at least 1 angle so they know exactly what they're looking at when they get into the site. Ethan is low, but Ethan is in a spot to make an impact play.
That's the discipline corner! You gotta check that box! So Ethan's able to get one nitro again. The anchor backside gets one to trade it out.
Let's
Hiko
go!
and Hiko wins
But
it again.
we
9-3 half
don't
for
talk
100
about
Thieves.
the
Just
score.
on top of it, right there behind each other, the angles they're trying to frag from are just so covered by everything they need. You saw one go down, Hiko trade. Ethan went down, there was another trade from Nitro. It is so methodical right now from 100 Thieves. Gambit needs to turn it up here for the second half.
Oh, dog, they have to, right? Because how many the thing is, how many leases on life are both of these teams going to get, right? Like, how many times are we going to count either both of these teams out just to have them come right back? For 100 Thieves, this is a different team, right? Like, this is not the same team that we saw in Icebox, not at least the first half, not the same team that we saw in Ascent, and you could make the exact same argument for Gambit. This is not the same Gambit we saw.
It's not, but we are kind of hovering around the same amount of rounds.
VALORANT.
Gun time.
Favorite.
Nom nom mo. Thanks for subbing.
Oh, I do not know what she just said, but okay.
And we've upgraded to Bala, who's going to break down what he saw in the first half. Bala, baby, she's all yours.
I don't know if it's an upgrade. Sean, I think, got a little scared after he saw that first half on Icebox, so he's feeling a little down, and he's in his feels right now. We're going to go ahead and try to do our best impersonation of Sean, of course, by taking a look at this round. This is an example of how ultimates can really, really change the way the game is played with how many there are in this round. Let's go ahead and start talking about them. We have the knives on dephh. We have the astral wall from Redguard. We have the Viper's Pit from Chronicle.
I'm
and
so
on the other
thankful for
side,
this
we have
life, you
Ethan's.
guys.
He's got the Seekers available. We've got the Null Command available for steal as well.
Thank you so much
what does Gambit
for all the
cook
love
up?
and
Well,
support
they're going to
to
set
both
up a
myself
lot of
and
players,
Tyson as
Sky
well.
and, of course, dephh over on this side of A. They've got the Viper wall
I don't know,
placed
I'm
down.
I
But
come to these
meanwhile,
really-
everybody's
nothing
actually
happened
moving over
in Vix.
towards
I just come to these
this
interesting
B site
realizations
with
that I'm
the
just like,
Spike.
I'm at
Astra's over there.
such
That's
an
Redguard. We have, of
unfortunate,
course,
such a
Chronicle
fortunate
as
spot
well,
in my
moving
life,
his way back
right?
after placing that wall. So
And
they actually want to bait out.
amazing.
Steel has been throwing a knife oftentimes over towards that A main just to get information and also potentially to suppress. But
Of course,
on the other
James.
side,
Thank you for
they
being my
know
friend.
too what the ults are on the other side. So let's see what happens. Instantly, we're going to go ahead and roll the clip. Instantly, we see dephh pop the knives. And why does he do it so early, you might ask? Maybe it's an updraft opportunity? No, it's to bait out the fact that this is going to be a push. The Astral Divide comes out, and Steel also pops his no command. That's what that clip was meant to show, and then Ethan pops his Seekers. But pause it right here. The entire 100 Thieves side is not in this B site, so this gives a free opportunity for Chronicle to push up into the alley in spawn. Go ahead and roll it and put down his Viper's Pit himself. The Seekers kind of confirmed that it was all a fake. We also have Steel
Homo
confirm
supporter.
that on
Okay,
the
okay.
side of A. But how do you break this? Because now, pause it. What do you have left? You don't have the Seekers available for Ethan. He pushes out on top.
Guys,
of
I have
Viper's
such
Pit
a pretty
because
shirt I
that
wanna
gives him
show
an
you.
angle. Nobody's going to
Well,
want
I
to
actually wore it
You want to actually kind of
one time
wait
during the
about,
stream, but
wait below
I'm
it
not
and
someone
play
who likes to
inside
wear
of that
really,
Viper's
really
Pit. So
revealing
what
clothing,
else do we
as
have?
I'm
Can
sure
we
you
get
guys can
down
tell, but
underneath
this
heaven
is-
in this situation? Look at the tripwires that Nats has set up. The Astra Star here for Redguard as well. There's really a lot of difficult situations to deal with for 100 Thieves. Let's continue to roll the rest of the way out because they kind of clean it up. The very, very important thing is they did take out dephh earlier. Oh no, deph's coming back through spawn right now. He's super, super late. That gives a lot of space now in this bottom side of B to actually fight through. And we'll see the rest of this. There's a tripwire there. How do you get at Chronicle? That's a big question right now that they answer because Chronicle just comes through. This is why we're talking about the composure down the line. It's getting really late,
but I
and
got this
Gambit
black
just
shirt,
losing that
and it's
Icebox
like-
game is
like
making
a okay,
mistakes.
can't
Of
really
course,
see, but
Chronicle
it's a
wants to
slim
keep
fit
that Viper's
shirt.
Pit up. Redguard came
And
through heaven,
it's
of course. We
super
saw the
pretty because
aftermath
the,
of
the
this,
front
but
side
it
is
wasn't
super,
really
super
much left
long.
in the tank
This
for
is
that
really
round,
stupid
especially
looking.
when 100 Thieves
The
played the
front side is
retake
super, super
so
long.
well. So we've got one
then
more
the
half, and it
back
looks like 100 Thieves is
has
honestly in good shape to take this. Doug, Riv,
this,
Rug, I got to leave
like,
it to you guys to close this out.
string, and so you tie the back.
Yeah, Bala, I
and you
think
do a bow
saying
in the
that
back.
they're in
It
a
just
good
looks
place
super,
to take
super,
it might
super
be
pretty.
selling it a bit short. An excellent opening half, 9-3. They've
That's what
read
I'm gonna wear
Gambit like
to
a book,
dinner
and I
with
think
my mom.
it's just been such a
Thank
tale
you,
of two.
Amanda. I got it at
maps.
Aritzia.
Well, I guess
A lot of my
three
clothing that I
agreements,
get at Aritzia,
on just
regardless
how
of
well 100 Thieves have adapted, how they're reading
sweatpants or
Gambit
anything.
so
It's just
well. it's just night and day difference.
Just easy
And it's
to go to
hard
one
to,
store and just pick
you know,
out
you
a
can
ton of
watch
stuff.
100 Thieves kind of reel and what they're doing, but it's
I love
hard to
Red Sea too.
know when that experience for them is kicking in,
It's too
what to
low.
do about it. Asuna coming up with amazing shots so far to make things happen. It's a lot of what we saw, again, Gambit doing. Confident open shots, starting the round, and it just makes the other team look discombobulated right off the bat as they reposition, get back into utility spots where they can get information. It seems like 100 Thieves is able to work off that pain point throughout the first half. Now our second half here, 100 Thieves on attack.
Clearing out ropes, it should get, so the Trailblazer gets all the way down there and get a good bit of info, but dephh playing in the smoke with a shorty. Hey, you've got chips passing in the night, right? Seal and Asuna both
Hi,
wanna
I'm still
pass by.
streaming.
Now the smoke comes down, but there's plenty of noise that's been made, right? Chronicle knows that
You
they're
wanna watch
coming.
party?
Chronicle gets tagged up, trades a little bit back. Warning shots, but that's all it is for now.
Yeah, but you
They
can
have
just sit
control
and
of
kind of
it,
not say
control
anything if you
ropes.
like. I like your company.
Deph's in a spot to blow things up. No, Shorty not doing anything this time around. Asuna's Frenzy does. However, as they've taken mid control, they've taken male, they've taken B Heaven, and now they're getting deep onto the site. Push back Nats, push back whoever's left on the side of Gambit. This site is theirs.
Quick plant down. Let's see where the flanks could be coming from. Hiko watching the back already. And they are just waiting for Nitro. He could have a big play here.
Nitro.
Oh my word.
The middle of the map again, right? You feel that pressure. You understand that that's exactly where things are going to be coming in from. Nitro in a beautiful spot and wins the 2 gunfights it's needed. This does not look good for Gambit, Riv.
Quick cleanup here. Nitro finds the third. Shados doing damage, though. And you see Gambit still with the fist bumps. They know there's a lot of game to play. And
Well,
100 Thieves really want to make that untrue
Nitro has been
here.
on
They
fire
grab the
this
first
series,
round and may be able
but-
to carry it to the bonus.
yeah, but I mean, is there a lot of game to play? Because we're talking 10-3. You mentioned the next round, so presumably we're looking at 11-3.
We thought the same thing on Icebox.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a very good point. But 100 Thieves, I mean, the momentum that they've had, the confidence with which they're playing, and I don't know that it's really changed much of anything. I think it's just Steel's calling, Nitro's mid-round calling as well have just been so good up until this point, right? And Gambit, again, it's just pistols.
Slow. Okay, Trailblazer first. Oh, what a shot from Chronicle. Very unexpected. A nice double up from Gambit here on A ramp.
Asuna's cleared out, and now 100 Thieves have to think twice about whether they want
You
to
should
go
do series
in.
where you try
'Cause
other
they haven't
senses
really, they
and
haven't gained really any ground
I
that
try to
way.
see your own Peter sense. Yeah, of course. I'd be totally down.
Good bit of spams here. Seeing if anybody will waste the mutil or make a mistake just for the time
Gambit
being.
gonna pull an Uno reverse
But
card.
a lot of respect being given here
no.
on this bonus round coming in. Or I should say, second round coming in.
Ethan not holding back. Nats has gone big. Chronicle has as well. Steal
Isn't this a
alone
gun
in this
diff
one
too?
before we talk about economy being flipped, right? Off of situations like this.
Yeah, Tyson's gonna watch right after
Thing
this
is, the
match.
remaining
I'm
members of
gonna.
Gambit have all upgraded weapons. Nats is playing so patiently. He's not going to swing out. He's not going to give Steel the chance to punish that. They're just going to wait, make him come to them.
It's my favorite. Wow.
There's still a long way to go, but that's big.
Yeah, I love that. Always playing with the
Hello,
dart in
hello,
you.
testing,
You can kind
testing.
of fake
Hello,
what your
hello?
positioning is, how you play it. Nicely done
Wait
by
a second.
Nats there to not give that shot. He could have easily peeked in when Steel
one sec,
faked
Ty.
the shot
Can you
over
speak
towards
louder?
the side of dephh. That was Steel's objective, to pull
Louder?
somebody out off of looking a different
Dude, I
way
can
with
barely
your
hear
aim.
you.
Nats just cold as ice, staying and holding that
Hey,
position.
do you want to put on your video
4 to
so I
10
can
here
cast your
as we
face
hit
onto
round
it?
15. That is very big for Gambit to stop the bleeding now.
Yeah, so you got to think.
Probably
if
no
that round
video.
doesn't go their way, Gambit or excuse me,
like-
100 Thieves are riding a bonus right now, right? Like
Yeah,
they've got a
bit.
fighting chance in this
Okay.
round, and while it doesn't always happen, there's certainly a possibility where 100 Thieves
Congrats,
win that
by the
round, but
way.
because Gambit take away the
Thank you,
50,
thank you.
100
I love
Thieves are
you.
back on pistols. They
Thank
can't
you.
fight with the
Thank
same
you.
oomph that they would be able to otherwise.
Let's see,
But it
too.
looks like they're going
That's
to
a nice
lean
hoodie you
towards
got.
B
Where'd you get that?
anyway. And
I don't
they're met
know.
with Vandals across the board. Ethan and Asuna drop. The spike does as well. The flash is great. Little pop flash right
It
through the
looks
fiber
very,
wall, but
like,
that might be
limited, you know?
all it was doing. It was pretty out of Gambit, and they stuffed the push from 100 Thieves.
What?
That was quick.
Oh
That's
my
a
God, my
lot
wisdom
of what
teeth are
we have
hurting
seen
so much right now.
previously from Gambit in this
On my
series.
right
So it
side.
seems like coming back online
Yeah.
with that confidence
It'll be nice when you can come back.
Useful here in the second half. And
like
do
the
it a little
gum
bit
skin is
earlier
really
as
like coming off.
well.
It's like
Then
weird.
100 Thieves
No, I
will
know what you
continue
mean.
on
That's why I told you
You're
I
just
should have
pushing the
gotten
gums
some of the
off.
Emma gel. Just make sure to like just massage your gums too. It can help.
It's made such a difference
Yeah.
for them. There was, talks about dephh being one that might have the most nerves
Damn,
on
Gambit
stage.
were up like
He's
a
gonna have to help
heavy
him.
amount.
He
I
has
know. I'm so
completely
happy for the comeback. This is
squashed any
insane.
of those and showed everybody that he
What was it
absolutely
again?
belongs here.
It was like crazy. It was like 11-6
All right,
or
100
something.
Thieves, they have a couple of rounds to give.
Yeah, it was
So they're okay.
11
Right, they still have
something
a 5-round
on
lead. They should be able to
Icebox,
get
and then they came back and won it.
presumably 3 more rifle
Then
rounds.
they lost the.
11-3.
It
It was 11-3.
It was 11-3. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But then they lost 11-12 to the Hiko 1v3.
Yeah,
Oh, well, that's
that was
an excellent
insane.
start. That's not giving up any space.
We love to see it.
I shit you not.
And they're getting info. Chronicle
I have
knows
no
that
idea
Asuna's
how-
mid. That's a big play.
Gambit is not
Lock
pooping
either
on
be
the mud
focused
split
around
because
Asuna or they're moving off him
we
so
played
that
some
that
scrims.
information
Okay,
again
okay.
goes to a bit
they're
of
the
a reset.
best
You
split
see
team
the
in the
jump
world.
peaks
Yeah,
right
I
guarantee
know.
it.
That's what he
Range
said.
doesn't
See,
see
chat. I
anything.
was telling you guys
Puts
how
himself in a better
Tyson
No,
told
no,
me
no,
that they're literally like the best team in the entire world.
This looks like they're calling
But
it
it
right
seems like
against
they're
our
somewhat
team.
choky.
And
And
look, right, this is where Nats has made a living. Right here, right? Seekers have been used across middle of the map, but this is where Nats has made a living in anchoring down this site.
Peter.
Moments like this have made Nats as famous as he is. That's what's given
Words
him
can't even
the
convey, like,
reputation that
what
he has.
happened
Can
to
he
us,
do it
kyedae.
again? No. Ethan cleans that up right off the bat, extinguishes the possibility of that, and should be able to get the spike down.
It's like
Asuna
you
backing
get
up, he's gonna get away
utility
with his
diff
life.
and aim diff at
Excellent
the same
take from
time.
100 Thieves.
Yeah, able to thwart the kind of knowledge from the cam.
well, they don't look to be doing super well in my opinion.
Shados takes down Hiko, but he's
Yeah,
got a
I
lot
don't-
of work to do as the Seekers come
So.
back at him. They have eyes on the prize up top. dephh
Are you guys able to hear Tyson?
towards elbow, but
Like it's okay, right?
Hiko's here to start. They're gonna go for it with the time on the clock.
Yeah, you can.
Switch things out. Now it's time for Util. They turn the flash. Asuna's in a great cross, but no, he's not able to land the shots in the cloudburst. They're
Dude,
continuing.
dephh is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ethan, good for one. Ethan,
No,
able to get
the best person.
No
The
time.
best.
try.
No time.
And what would have been a save of the off for anyone?
There was no time, I thought.
They
No, there's time.
I'm stupid. Wait,
He
I
could've
don't.
just-
I thought it was
he
on the
could've just said-
circle. I thought when it broke.
picks up a vandal.
It went past the circle.
Oh, went past the circle. Never mind.
When it goes, if the circle comes smaller,
Yeah.
then yeah, you have to be at least half stuck the bomb, and it was.
Oh, okay.
The cross was great.
Oh, it has to go in.
At the end there,
Okay.
Ethan just running out of bullets, right? Like that's all that boils down to, and it's so crazy. It's split.
Tyson, do you see this guy's posture?
Oh
On
my
Gambit?
god, no! Yes, that guy. Watching him hurts.
Redger?
Start to mount the
Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah. It's
This guy's back is
crazy.
broken. Like I
Yeah.
have no idea what's happening.
necessary things. He peeks down A ramp. Look to control the rest of the map on the side of Gambit's defense.
Pistols.
Like, I don't understand how his like neck is okay.
Ghost and a classic. Asuna was able to get that ult orb, so you see them playing for that, bring that blade storm online and kind of equalize things at least a little bit. But they lean so hard. B right now, they don't really have any presence towards A. They also don't really have any presence towards mid.
Mike just got like a lengthy hate message, an essay.
Oh, yes. What losers, man.
Dude, this guy Redger did this to us in scrims, and Hunter and I went B, and this guy literally like one tapped both of us.
Holy.
Nitro.
And then
Flanking around. Shadows good for 2. He's not even going to
That
get a
was insane.
chance at the
That was
third.
insane.
The pistols are not enough. The blade storm was not enough either. Gambit gets to 7, but 100 Thieves, now they're back on a rifle.
They are great cleanup by the rest of Gambit there on the they take on the execution. Just Redgar goes down and to an eco round. That's all it should be. Chronicle,
Yeah, I love you,
Nats, Shados, Ultimates ready, and I think they're pretty close to having the other two on deck as
Don't know.
well. So a lot of reasons for them. To
Oh,
be
sorry.
able to
I
set
was
rounds one
talking to
after
my
the
other
other
team.
in their
What
favor.
did you say?
And 100 Thieves is gonna try to
Nothing.
battle back hard here.
No,
As
say
the
it, say it.
Zeros going in,
We're
no
good,
need for a
it's okay,
buy.
don't worry about it.
No, I was laughing
Tempo,
at what's
so they're
that.
sitting on quite a bit of money here and can buy for other people like Redgar, who had to go back into the bank for this round.
I love you.
Gambit are sitting pretty to make this look like a
I love you too. I said I love you.
Oh, is that what happened? My bad.
So it's okay.
I'm also kyedae. I never drank so many energy drinks.
Ty, it's really bad for your health. You shouldn't be.
I no, but I drink 2 of them. No. I'm not gonna state the drink, but
Yes.
the coconut one.
Really?
Oh my god, that one is fire.
Actually?
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, the best thing ever.
Okay. We might have to buy some of
Yeah,
that
no,
drink.
I need a.
Of that Roxer. I'm just kidding. I can't even state it.
No, yeah. Just the. When I come back, it's way better, like 10 times better than the original.
Apparently the dragon fruit is good too.
The dragon fruit?
Yeah.
I like the blue edition, but actually the coconut addiction
Prediction.
addition is the best.
Just on the other side, the tap. No, he's gonna fake it out, and that might give his position away.
Woo!
Does it again.
Wait, you spoiled it for me. I can't. Wait, I'm on.
No!
Hiko does go down, but this is going to cause
What happened?
for Gambit to
Nothing.
have to come
He go
in.
on.
No. I know he won, but you don't say no. He shot on them right there.
I know, but you just said that I was spoiling it for you, so I just said no.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I restarted my stream. Or like I refreshed, so
Oh,
we should
okay.
be on the same page now.
Oh my god, watch partying with Carlos is the funniest shit ever,
Yeah, no,
Tyson.
I watched.
It was so fun. No, he's hilarious. I love that guy.
And he goes
Holy.
Yeah, you seem like you're having fun.
No, it was good. It was just all laughs the whole time.
what a series.
And then tomorrow I have Subroza coming on. Who else? Dicey.
Knockout punches to get to the knockout round, Doug. Oh,
We'll see.
my
It'll
word.
be good.
Oh, you should get like a party.
Another team
Just like
Yeah.
a bunch of cams, a bunch of people and a bunch of cams.
bit in the lead.
Yeah.
They should get,
Icebox where they had 9 rounds in a row.
Wait,
No,
Baby
no one's
Bae's
gonna
really-
want to wake up
Baby
at
Bae's really fun.
5:30 a.m. with me.
Make sure they're
But what
I
was
know.
that, Ty?
Understand, 0-0, play
You
the
should get like
same
Baby
way
Bae.
with the
It should give. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I have to message him. I should get him one too.
Andre's so funny.
He is hilarious.
Rifles, right? They do still have enough for the op. You touched on the economy, heavy spend at a couple of these players, dephh and shahzam.
I have dinner with my mom, Ty, at like 5:30, and this was supposed to be done such a long time ago. I told her I'd be done at like 2:30 because that's what I thought.
What? No, don't name the place, but what type of food
The
are you going to?
seafood at like that
Seafood.
place.
Is she gonna bring her own sauces?
What?
Is she gonna bring her own sauces?
setting up across the map. You can see where the Ashes stars
Guys,
are
my
based.
mom is so weird. And so when we go to Japanese restaurants, she hates the soy sauce they use and the wasabi, so she brings her own because it's shit.
We went to a sushi restaurant, and
She thinks it's bad. And her own tempura
Basically-
sauce too, right?
yeah. So basically, she brought a plastic bag into the restaurant, and then
She thinks it all tastes like shit. So she was like,
she brought her own container to pack the food, and brought the tempura sauce, brought the soy sauce, brought her own wasabi, brought like literally everything. And I was just like, oh my god.
no, we were like, oh my god.
And
It was so embarrassing.
And then what is
My
it?
dad was like, put that shit away. But my
Yeah,
mom was like,
and-
no, it tastes bad. Yeah, mom knows best.
Yeah, both you and your dad were flaming her.
Yeah, I was. I was like, what the fuck are you doing in a restaurant? And it's
I
not
was like,
a...
what the hell?
Oh god, anyways.
Everything's in front of him.
Mom's watching your stream? Sakura just told me my mom's watching stream right now. Oh,
Hi, you
hey
guys.
mom, I love you. Mom's gonna beat my ass when we're at dinner. The fun, great. Oh, Sakura.
Cleans up Steel. Hiko backing up. Spike continuing to tick away 4v3 in favor of 100.
I wonder how long Redgar has been playing games, because like I shit you not, sitting like that for so many hours a day, he does need a chiropractor. That's what I'm thinking. I know this.
He gets cleaned up. Hiko and Nitro in a 1v2 against Redgar. He's up
Oh
ahead.
my god,
He
Hiko's gonna.
doesn't have his time.
Oh, Hiko's amazing.
And really what
Hiko is amazing.
is time at this point. They're running out of it. 100 Thieves get to match point, get to series point.
Okay, for some reason I thought Redgar went down for a second because
You know what happened? Gambit Gambit owned first map, second map they were owning, and then they
All of a sudden slipped. I think it's too like.
yeah.
I was just saying
No,
it's
no, no.
considering
You know
that all
what?
of the kids are 19 and the and Redgar is the oldest. I think it's like it's past their bedtime. That's what it is.
It's past their bedtime.
But then I was thinking too though, like 100 Thieves, it should be all of their bedtime by now. Like, let's be right here.
What time is it right now? This is 1 a.m. How are these guys awake?
Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't Hiko be in bed?
Yeah, Hiko should be waking up in 4.5 hours to be streaming right now. He's playing a match.
Yeah. It's popping off though. It's great.
Yeah, no, he's a late night gamer. I can tell. Oh my gosh. No. I'm pretty sure. No, Gambit's just like this is what happens. They get in the lead and then they play not to lose
Yeah.
instead of playing to win. This is exactly what's happening. I can definitely see it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's probably why they're so good in the scrim. They have nothing to lose, so they just play to win.
Yeah.
And then when they play to win, they like absolutely dumpster people.
Yeah. Thank you, Louis, for the 4 months. If Gambit loses, they will play Sentinel's first round of playoffs, I believe, which is why it's scary.
I don't think they'll play us first in playoffs. I'm pretty sure it's a random.
Ooh,
So I'm pretty sure it's gonna go into seeds 1, 2, and it's gonna randomize from what I'm pretty sure.
I wanted to ask this question again. Dephh or CNED? You change your mind? No, I still think Dephh is good, but I don't know yet. What to say? Who do you think, Tyson? Dephh or CNED? Who do you got?
Not too sure. Like I haven't seen them play.
Yeah, Deph's just been popping off. He's been.
Well, like Gambit won against Crazy Raccoons, but like you can't see anything from 13 once. Like, you can't really like see like it's just Gambit was like playing better as a team fully.
Creeping in, here's a reload, sees one, not gonna be enough. Gambit brings it within 3.
Okay. You got this.
Okay. We talked in the previous round about how 100 Thieves, they have a little bit of room.
I miss you, man.
You don't expect that to go their way. And yeah, they gave it their best effort. They had the Bladestorm online. I liked what they dialed up, worked their way back into defender spawn, tried to wreak some havoc back there, flipped the map. But I think the problem, as you said, was the spike was down in garage. Gambit saw it, right? They could squat on it, pitch a 10 around it, and they have no problems. But again, now 100 Thieves, they're in a much more comfortable position.
You have a lot of stories to tell me when you get back already.
Yeah, decent amount.
Aw, I'm excited.
Oh, we went to go get a kebab today. Wait,
yeah.
I'll send a picture.
Bob.
Oh my gosh, this is literally the best thing I've eaten since I've been here.
Dude, I'm so
This guy-
excited for Berlin
this guy-
in December.
Asked me what I wanted. I said all of them. This guy asked me what I wanted in it. I said all of it. Wait, I sent the picture to you. It's gonna-
sweet.
the Wi-Fi here is not that great, but the internet's okay.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Oh my god, and the meat's like underneath. It was like chili sauce with yogurt with something else. I forget.
Absolutely stuffs the aggressive push that was coming in from
Wait, check what's that?
play. Huge coming out of Hiko.
Hiko's insane.
Astrostar's going into the back.
GG.
Try to deter.
I hope
You can
so.
still see one set there by Nitro. And that's not the way they're going to be.
I've been
going.
live for 11 hours, Tyson.
Yeah, I don't know how you do this.
Yeah, and I wake up at 5 a.m. to get ready.
You're grinding, kyedae. I respect it.
No. I love you. This is why I do it.
Wait, where's this? What? Wait, what?
How did this change all of a sudden?
Nitro's left alone in a 1v2. He's got the spike.
Why?
Chronicle's gonna show up, but he's gonna show up late. Now it's
I'm telling you,
know what?
Defo
You know
is
what?
insane.
No. I call it right now. Nitro's years of experience is gonna pay off in
Pop
this
the
moment.
fuck off right now. Yeah.
100%.
I agree.
Cosmic Divide has come out as well. Nitro.
Oh, wait, someone screamed in the hotel and I thought it. Dude, someone screamed in the hotel. I thought it was them.
All the way around. Shados has started it. They're not looking. And Nitro doesn't know. Shados has started and Nitro doesn't know.
Oh my god, wait, Nitro?
Nitro doesn't know. Shados steals the defuse away right
Wait,
under his
what?
nose.
Yeah, they sneakishly passed through.
Lapse.
Oh.
Maybe a lapse. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
There was no play towards.
See, now, okay, do you know what's tragic though? The most tragic stuff is when a team is up and then they start throwing and the other team starts coming back, but then the team that's coming back starts to choke, and then the team that was originally supposed to win.
I hate Shados.
Absolutely playing out of his mind.
Dude, you know what's scary, Tyson?
What?
Oh my god, Noodle Boy again. Fucking hell. Anyways, sorry.
You're fucking toxic.
No, this guy's literally like shaking like crazy over winning, even though it was a total gun diff. Like he had a vandal, everyone on the team had a vandal, and 100 Thieves had freaking specters, and this dude shaking like he just won. Like, just like, what the hell? Anyways.
You can't be saying that though when I'm like an actual noodle boy.
No, we're all noodles, Tyson. We are both noodles. Don't worry about it.
Oh, but I'm like spaghetti noodle.
I love Nice spaghetti. No. What I think is crazy is how Nats is more of like acts more of a robot than you.
What do you mean?
Like this guy has like actually no emotion.
Wait, what? How's that the 3v2? What? How? No, this is over. It's over. Viper ult with KO ult? If Steel plays with his team right here, they win 100%. And then Steel has his dagger as well. Oh my god, wait.
There's nobody gonna be playing around garage as well. They're all huddled in on the site. They're playing it tight. dephh goes up top. May get a spot on Steel. No, Steel swings out. deph's not able to land the shot. Steel does it.
Oh my gosh.
Good shit on the threes. Noodle Boy lost.